owl hair. You've probably heard of that term if you play long enough with Sky. Heck, some of you might have had one yourself. And I know, some of you are jealous of not getting the hairstyle yourself. You've seen it in videos, edits, spirits even, etc. But amidst all of that, I myself has always wondered, what's the story behind it? How did it all started? How did it rise into popularity? Why do people love it? And how is the hairstyle status nowadays? Well, without further ado, let's start with the story behind it. Okay, so the owl hairs all started as the final ultimate gift offered by the Rhythm Guide during Season of Rhythm. A season that lasted from January 24, 2020 to April 5, 2020, which is a pretty long time ago now that 2026 is here. But, yes, I know that some of you watching here might remember the elusive OG Season of Rhythm, aka Winter 2018 or Winter Season. For those unaware, Winter 2018 is the first ever season in Sky by the Waits, the alpha version of Sky, literally Sky before the beta version of the game. It features all of the rhythm spirits, all but the Rhythm Guide, which is nowhere to be found until Season of Rhythm came out and introduced the owl hair as the final ultimate gift. I know this is just me talking about Winter 2018 in general and not the owl hair, but I'd just like to add this fact since it's quite related to the owl hair in a way or another. Also, apparently, Thoughtful Director is bald during Winter 2018! But thank God she grew some hair during Season of Rhythm. Alright, so back when the owl hair first came out, I'm not sure if this applies to global skykids, but I remember some CN skykids once told me that they once complained about the owl hair because it looked like a literal cockroach. Well, now that I look at it, I do kind of see the vision, I guess? And also, back then, skykids who owned the owl hair wears it like a regular hairstyle in the game. And arguably, this is the only time the hairstyle is considered as a casual and normal hairstyle by skykids, and never a symbol of status at its time. Well, for the exception that you bought the adventure pass at the time. But well, that basically wraps up for the story behind it. And I know it's not a lot given that there was barely any information online, but with that in mind, we'll move on to the next part, which is, how did it rise into popularity? Season of Enchantment is the first season that came for Android Sky players, right after Season of Rhythm. And prior to Season of Enchantment, Sky is only downloadable through iOS devices, since it's the only platform Sky is released back then. I'm actually not too sure when it happened, but from what I've heard from other players, some of the player base got jealous because they are not even able to access the game and its first 4 seasons. Season of Gratitude, Season of Lightseeker, Season of Belonging, and Season of Rhythm, without buying a new device. Hence why the owl hair spiked into popularity. And not only that, I also suspect that TikTok, yes, once again putting the blame on TikTok again like I did on the last video. It is, for a fact, that TikTok is one of the most used social media platforms out there. Is slightly responsible for such a popularity spike, since there's a lot of Ikamen/Ikajo edits that wears the owl hair, and sheesh, do they get a lot of likes most of the time. Hence, this is how the owl hair rose into such a popularity, not like any other ultimate rewards, even to this very day. Which now we'll move on to why do people love it. Now, one of the main reasons why people like it is because of social status. Which basically means if you wear this hairstyle, you'll be treated differently, mostly as an old or veteran player. On the Chinese server, however, one thing for sure, people know you're rich, or that you're a really old or experienced player. Anyway, some people also say that the hairstyle looks authoritative, probably because the bangs compare with the faceless man. But me personally, I think that another reason why people like it is because the hairstyle is unique and very well executed in terms of design. Hey you! How did it get in my neck? Follow me. Follow me.
What the?
Welcome to our trivia game show, dear contestant. I'm your host, Skylena Snow. And to win a free adventure pass, you'll need to answer all my questions correctly. Or else.
What?
Or else you won't get the adventure pass, of course. And something else. Do you accept my challenge?
I mean, sure. What's the worst that can happen?
Alright, Kaguya, the stage is yours. Question 1. What season first brought back the owl hair?
Ooh, I know. Season of performance.
Correct! It brought back the owl hair during the peak of its hype back in 2022. And its season trailer is one of the most viewed videos in TGC's channel. Question 2. How did Skykids cope of not having the owl hair?
Maybe by using what they have to make their own owl hair?
Correct. Closest cosmetic to an owl hair was back in Assembly, where they released this mask with 2 antennas on it. In Season of Light, Chinese players pointed out on how the Ultimate Fighters will make every single hairstyle with owl hair. I mean, some global players also did that anyways.
Oh wow, never knew.
Question 3. Does the owl hair and the carnival owl hair contain blue in their hairstyles?
Blue? Of course not. Sky hairstyles are white.
Wrong! Some Sky hairstyles, including the owl hair and its new hairstyle, has a blue tint.
Yes.
And looking at the 3D model's legendary Reika posted, apparently the Valley hairstyle is also tinted blue. Contestant, since you failed to answer all these 3 questions correctly, off you go. Skylena? How's the hairstyle status now? Kaguya, some things never change. It's always and will go even popular as time goes by. Well, it's time for channel announcement! Well, I know some of you might remember me from Instagram, but a few months ago, I finally got myself into Guangyu, which means that I can finally make Guangyu related content here. Wow! And sadly, since I joined Guangyu very late into the game, this will be the skykit I'll use for content creation. Although I really need to save up to get those in-app purchases, but I'll get there someday. Trust me. Anyways, good afternoon, good evening, and good night everyone. And may we meet again.